in that moment when you first open up your phone inside? What was the feeling?
I jumped. I jumped out. I was sitting at my desk at work, filling out something on the computer, and somebody sent it to me. I'm like, what? You know, flip the chair, screaming.
Flip the chair.
Yo, I was like,
on some WWE type shit.
That shit
and then
don't
you
happen
find out
every
it's
day.
AI.
Hey, this was before.
Winner, Daniel.
There's a whole lot of Rexdale in the room. Kind of feeling the vibe, yo. I felt it only fitting that we start off with one of these joints. Big up Lambo Flow.
Classic.
You two better not rip this shit, cause I'll get vexed. This is Rexdale, this is homegrown.
Niggas hating on me all love, man, you don't know. Bitches telling me they miss me, I tell them don't know. Niggas frontin' like they got money, man.
Let me kill that real quick, yo. Shout out Lazy though. See you guys looking up there all this time, trying to see how you look.
You acting like you're
Just
not
tell
doing
them
that.
like, huh?
You started it, bro.
I didn't start nothing.
Only going up this year.
I look fly in my pajamas, yo.
Only going up this year.
I used to wear Jordans to put out the garbage.
Only going up this year.
So what are you wearing now?
Berkeys or no searchies, yo.
Okay.
Berkeys all day. Shout out my new sponsor, Birkenstocks.
Want them to send you the big
Run the money, bro. That's all I wear. Birkenstocks all day, yo. They're the most comfortable things in the world to me.
Gotta shout them out, tag them.
I mean, I would hope. I'm throwing it out there, as SB would say. Put it into the atmosphere. Manifest it. Get that into the algorithms.
I like that.
Birkenstocks. Trust me that up until I see snow, that's what I'm wearing. My Berkeys, no searchies. All colors. White, red, blue, green, name it. Orange. I only know one other man that wears them regular like that. And there's a director that's in the States who does a lot of music videos and stuff. Mm-hmm. He wears Uggs all day. Not the Uggs, the Crocs.
Oh, okay.
Crocs. I ain't got no Crocs. How you feel about Crocs? Because you're a fashion guy.
I mean, they look comfortable. I don't have a pair of them for myself. My boys do, my wife.
You don't know Crocs?
Nah.
I swear I saw
I'm
you
a
in
Nike
pair of
slides
Crocs,
person. Nah.
Nike slides?
Mm-hmm.
Checks over stripes, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah, eh?
Only going up this year.
Well, if you haven't figured it already, this is another episode of Speak Your Perspective, SUP for short. Let's start over here. This guy goes by the name of SB the Student. Find him on Instagram. Not so throw the key in. I go by the name of Bun. You can find me on Instagram at wha'SUP Bun. We got Knots behind the camera. Big up Zealous every time. He'll throw that key in there too. If you need any audio, video, streaming, whatever you're trying to figure out, he's the man. Go find him on the internet. Like I said, he'll throw the key in there. We also have a special guest in the building. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but trust me, he's very welcome over here, and I feel like there's a reason he might be here. I did say there's a whole lot of Rexdale in the room, so let's keep it that way. This guy over here. Yeah, eh? Deuces, that's how you feeling? I like the fitted, though.
Thank you. I try, you know.
We got the boss out here tonight, man.
Yep.
Yeah, eh? First King Clothing.
It's nice to be back, boys. It's nice to be back.
The genius behind it all.
Sometimes.
Man says sometimes. Don't be subtle, man.
Humility. Showing the humble side.
Man's got the money up, though. He only paid for a sponsor today. Didn't pay for the full episode. So he'll only get his monitor graphic probably next segment or the last segment.
Listen, just
not to check the blocking, yo.
Just keep looking into the hat. Put the camera here.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
Thank you. Hey.
How long did it take?
Wow. A good couple of weeks, man. Maybe almost a month to get it to exactly what I wanted it to be. This is it. I'm happy with it. It's out there.
I like the pin on there too.
I stole this idea from somebody. I can't even lie. I wasn't a pins person. I saw them with some pins and I started doing it myself. And I said, you know what? Put it on a hat.
Yeah, the colorway is nice and everything too. You know.
I try.
I like how the man them are moving on here. SB, how you feel about it?
That's dope still. I already said that.
Yeah,
I saw it when it
told me.
first came out. Now it looks ill.
Yeah, thank you.
But what my whole thing is, yo, where's mine? Like,
I mean,
I rock hats too, you know.
We could talk. You know what? I've never seen you in a hat before.
What? That's crazy.
I've seen you in a hat, but I feel like it's only been twice. And
I'm on episodes with a hat.
You don't look like a hat guy. You look like
I'll take that. I know. Went to Turkey early. I like
Trust me. I was gonna ask, yo. Man did his turkey run early, yo.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about it in the last episode. A lot of these guys are going to get their hair transplants now, and Turkey's the spot.
It's crazy. And
McGrady even got his done.
Yeah, they're showing
in Turkey.
McGrady?
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady. Yes.
Yeah.
So he might be starting that next wave. We're talking about where black people are.
All of a sudden, LeBron doesn't have to feel so bad.
So now you see how we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Pick up your phone maybe 2 hours later and see.
It's you then. It's you, not you, bro. Because it's in my algorithms, yo.
It's not me. It's been popping up like crazy.
Nah, I'm like, who's your somebody, man? Somebody.
Dog, it's not.
It's got to be somebody, bro.
It's not me.
You got to send me a hat, though. You got to send me a hat. I like how you try to deflect and go into this whole other conversation. I haven't even seen you in a hat.
I wouldn't.
You don't look like a hat guy.
I got you. I wouldn't do you that. I got you.
All right, dope.
Yeah,
There we go.
But I do want to get your opinion on this guy's shirt. How you feel about it?
I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Playboy shit out here today, huh?
It's on.
You know, you're.
Yeah, summer gets
It's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Summer gets nice and hot out here.
Exactly. It doesn't show too much. It doesn't shows just the right amount.
You're saying I gotta show more?
You know what we call that? We call that a Kiki Palmer.
Wow. I mean, that is that type of
We call that
material.
the Kiki Palmer.
She was more bottom down, no?
I believe the whole
Kind of vibes
back
you guys
end
are
was.
right
now.
The whole
That's
end was. Yeah.
How you feel about it, real quick? Because we spoke about it on last episode too. I'm not sure if you saw it because I know you are a.
Yeah,
you're a strong supporter. You're like, yo, this is
that's
you.
about to drop,
you don't
so.
only sponsor, but you also watch at the same time.
I felt it was tasteful. It wasn't like she was showing too much. She was just showing the right amount.
What'd she get out of 10?
I give her about an 8.
Oh,
Hold on.
It was nice.
Whoa. Is your wife comfortable with you giving her that 8?
Me and my wife, we look at these stuff together, so it's not really
Speaking of which,
about.
where's your wedding ring,
I mean,
bro?
I flashed out, but I love you, sweetheart. Don't worry, I got you.
he's trying to instigate shit.
I know, right? I didn't come outside with no jewelry at all today. And the one thing you want to the one thing you want to point out is I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I am married and I love my
I look
wife.
out for the homies, you know, dog. I look out for the homies, you know.
I love
If we're
my
on the
wife.
road and I see a man slipping, I'm gonna call him out. So
Yeah, you're the one.
when you reach home, just make sure your bun brought it up. You know?
Hey, I'll give you even. We were out a little bit early. And she's like, I know we're going to the grocery store, but you can still wear your wedding ring. I'm like, I can barely walk properly.
Next time we go on the website, First King Clothing is gonna be like under new management. First Queen Clothing.
It's gonna go under construction first, and then it's gonna fly over there.
Oh man, that's funny.
If it were me, yo, you know, I'm telling my wife,
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
I do what I want when I want. Yo.
But the joke is, I never wore a ring.
Yeah, eh?
No?
Yeah. I was.
Wow.
Yeah, but I said that from the beginning. I never wore a ring.
I mean, I'm not surprised, yo.
It's not even that. It's not even that. I just don't. I do too many things like where like you go to the gym. I'm gonna take it off for that. I'm gonna go box. I'm gonna take it off for that. I gotta keep taking it off. No, I'm not with that. I know I'm married.
Yeah, but what about those rubber joints? They have like those rubber ones that guys.
She wears one of those to work. I'm
Nah, people talk about tatting it and all that. No,
Yeah.
I'm not with any of that. I don't believe in this
The
ritual.
tat thing, I'm not.
I don't believe in the
doing.
ritual. Yeah, if we're in this together, I feel like that should be enough. Like we're in this together.
Yeah, we know this. Like,
You know what it represents.
yeah.
you know,
But
for
it's
the
more of
future.
just like, yo, it's a deterrent for other people when they see you on the road. Like, don't even waste your time.
I
I'm
mean,
good.
that sometimes doesn't even stop people. at times.
Not no more. This is 2023, man.
It's-
That might be like attention. I feel like it gets you attention.
Some have a radar for it. Like,
Yeah.
he or she has that. I'm going after.
Yep.
it. As
Yep.
opposed to there's nothing.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's a real thing.
Might have to walk with one in my pocket then. Yeah.
I mean,
Why aren't feminists calling them out?
Let me give you one of these. So back to the hat for a second, real quick though.
yes.
It's MLB inspired.
Oh, very much.
I know because you're a baseball guy, but they
Baseball.
like let the people know that baseball's your
Yes,
thing. Like,
baseball is my sport. You know, I watch it religiously. I come from a baseball family, so everything I do, colorways, everything with comes to my brand. It's a lot of times MLB, NBA, all that stuff inspired. I love the colorways of the teams.
You watch the Derby?
Oh yeah,
How you feel about Vladdy winning the Derby? Good
I
luck
knew
for
he
the
was.
city.
I knew he was gonna do it. I mean, he is that dude right now when it comes to home runs, but he has to chase in his father's footsteps or kind of surpass his dad, right?
Yeah.
So his dad won. He just needs to win a couple World Series, and
Then it'll be, yeah. Cause right now, between him and holy mackerel, why is this guy's name slipping right now? Bichette.
yeah.
Between him and Bichette right now, it was looking kind of sticky for the Blue Jays for a little bit. Like, yo, what are you guys doing with these guys? But
Yeah.
I like the way the man are balling. The only thing for the Blue Jays, they're stuck in that same division. It just never gonna change. I mean, you can make excuses here and there, but Baltimore was picking it up for a little bit too. I know with baseball, it's very streaky. These guys are going their runs, but one of the things I did want to really quickly ask you is, speaking of home runs though, is the celebrations. You feel like they're getting out of hand now? Because the man are really going far with the...
I mean,
man should knock him out of the park, and I get it because of what football's doing. And you see the touchdown celebrations, the interception celebrations, but baseball's getting way too theatrical kind of to me.
I mean, go ahead.
Nah. I'm just gonna listen in on this because we're talking theatrics. Like,
I mean, I'm seeing guys hit home runs and Euro stepping before they step on the plate. Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't
They've
know you
gone
had
too far,
I
yo.
didn't know you have a basketball in your hand. You know what I mean? But some of them, they can be crazy. But football started it.
I feel you think football started it?
I believe so.
What about
What do you-
soccer or football? Unless you're saying football.
Nah,
American
American
the
football,
airplanes
yeah.
and all that stuff.
American football, I find, did the celebration. But just as you touched on
Soccer, yeah.
soccer, yeah, they're
They're
kind
kinda
of
wild
wild.
with it too.
They got like a whole
the
team
shirts
thing
off
going
thing.
on.
I know. Yeah,
learning to dive from one goalpost to the next, like
Yeah,
on their
yeah,
stomachs.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
yeah.
They got it choreographed.
I like that perspective. I've never because it got bad. It's really bad with football now because it's all those guys are practicing just as much as they're practicing for the game. Their celebrations. now.
Yeah, I mean,
But with soccer, yeah, they really go out and
It's a big thing from a psychological perspective too, though. Like they say when you're building a habit to celebrate it after. So a lot of these things, it's like it's making them remember how to do the exact same thing over and over again. When you celebrate a habit, like it's more embedded in you. Just random fact, but yeah.
Do you think it plays into the psyche of your opponent too at the same time? When it comes to competitive sports or whatever?
I think it would. Imagine like the guys celebrating in your face. Like
Yeah, so you think it messes with them on some
we got to get
if
them
you're
back.
weaker, because like if you're like, not everyone is, but you might have the Jordan mindset. Like, oh, you're celebrating. Watch what I'm about to do right now. Like it depends on the opponent. Some people take that as motivation to like, let me get back at them for this. Some people just slip. So case by case.
I'm telling you, and that's why people don't respect leadership and or coaching as much as they probably should. Because it takes somebody special to be able to control all of those egos in the locker room.
Yeah.
And I would love hearing the stories about Michael Jordan and how you'd hear Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, Isaiah Thomas, guys who even played on other teams.
Yeah.
When they would say that Jordan was the alpha amongst them, you got to realize like, yo, these are alphas from where they come from. And they go back to their neighborhoods and they're the top dogs. They're top dogs in their city half the time too, and they're ball players. But when you enter a room and Michael Jordan is there, he's the alpha of all alphas.
But it comes down to that competitive nature. At some point, if you're not the guy, you got to prove
that you are,
or
you're getting there.
You know what I mean?
But imagine like an all-star team or a USA basketball team or even the Bulls alone. And they talk about it in the Last Dance, the whole Netflix special where like Phil still had to coach all of them and still bring them together and still be able to play into each one of their personalities and get the best out of them.
It's another level of trust.
People don't put enough respect on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this to go down into this conversation at all any further, but LeBron James, the one thing that I always will give it to him is that he's never had a Hall of Fame coach. Never had a Hall of Fame coach. So imagine he built his teams the way that he does now, right? But he had a Hall of Fame coach attached to that. Bruh, imagine the damage that guy would have been doing because Jordan and Kobe both had Phil Jackson.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. They did have a Hall of Fame who played and won championships. So that mindset of a champion plus being able to control all these different
Other
egos
pieces that are on the board,
and
exactly.
make them fit together
Exactly.
and do what they do.
But
Yeah.
maybe it was by choice.
You
You
well,
know? Like he's smart enough to know what he needs around him.
yeah. Well, what they say is like a lot of times they say like the star of the team. So Jordan and the coach, right? They sat down together and said, what pieces to the puzzle do you think we can add here? Like him and Phil sit there and be like, okay, what do we need? Okay, let's go get Rodman. We need more rebounding. Let's go get Kerr because Kerr can shoot the three when we need him to shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? So I think they would sit down together, put those pieces to the puzzle, and make them all connect.
So maybe it was more player influence though.
I heard it has a lot to do with that now. Like, hey, I want this guy to come over here. Do what you got to do. I don't care if you have to trade who you got to trade, and I want them.
That's like a lot of it has come to just that. These guys are controlling the team more than anybody else
Yeah.
is.
When I figured it was bad was when I saw Melo sub himself back into the game. The coach took him out.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm hot. Like, what are you doing? I'm going back into the game. Sub himself back into the game.
That's crazy.
But George Karl, he doesn't have a good track history with players. It's like he's intimidated. by them, right? So,
I've heard a whole bunch of stories about that stuff.
And it's also a business now too, right?
Yeah,
So
no,
what?
they just want their money.
The plus and minuses. Can we even afford this? Are we even doing this? And I guess a lot of people complain about the Leafs. It's like you got unlimited budget to buy in or bring in whoever you need to, but
they do it, but the Leafs listen to the fans. I find their organization goes out and gets the players, but sometimes the player is done. That player doesn't fit with what you already have to make that run. You know what I mean? But
it's a real thing.
they if they said, for instance, we want Gretzky, the Leafs would have done their best to get Gretzky just to play. Even Gretzky just came off of knee surgery per se and back out for a year or whatever, comes back and leave. The Toronto fans, Maple Leaf fans said, we want Gretzky would have came here.
You think so?
I think so. I've seen it. I don't follow hockey that much, but I've seen it happen. They ask for players, we get the players, and that player doesn't do nothing for us.
Yeah. That's another thing too. You got to start. You could have the opposite could work too. To your point though, like having an all-star cast and being able to synchronize the plays and make sure that they're all listening. It takes a whole level.
Trust
of
me, yo, because
communication.
everybody wants to be the guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to be the guy.
Controlling the egos.
Everybody
It's
wants
not
to
an
be
easy job.
Jay-Z. Everybody wants to be Jay-Z, but Jay-Z's got a lot of people around him that help him in ways that we don't see.
Oh, that's a
But
fact.
a lot of people don't want to just be filling that gap. What's wrong with being under Jay? You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Them man they're rich too.
Yeah,
Them man
exactly.
they're rich same way.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like the head runs the show, but what's below it, pushing it to go, or the brains inside of the head is. It's okay to be that person.
It is, and it's not. Because if you're given full access to the head, they can make wrong decisions too. They're not always getting it
Yeah,
right.
but that person at that point, they've earned the trust of others, and that's what. Sometimes it's just
I'm just picking on your thing. I think it's different in sports and music. The creativity is completely different.
True.
To follow in their leadership in music, and like this guy doesn't have the ear for what I have the ear for,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I know it's gonna blow up because it's futuristic.
I mean, yeah.
And then
I
sports,
think-
like, all right, it's another play. But if I come up with another play that's new to the game, that's a whole different thing, where it's not as common. You know what I mean? But if I have I'm going to do a collab with such and such, to Jay-Z's example, when Kanye wanted to start doing stuff with other bands, like what's the name, man? What was it? Some of the groups that he ended up, U2, I think it was. And then I think he even talks about Jay-Z taking that, My Big Brother. I think it's in that track. Where he's like, oh, you went and did this,
did a
but you said
song
no
with-
to me.
Yeah.
So, was it? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
yeah. There you go.
Coldplay,
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Because
So,
Jay-Z ripped the track Beach Chair on Kingdom Come album.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
well, Kingdom Come is with both of them. I think he did it before that, where he ended up
Yeah,
having
so,
a track.
Kanye did it first
Yeah.
for Graduation.
Yeah.
And then Jay-Z came out with Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
And he had a song with dude from Coldplay, lead singer.
But-
Slipping my name for a quick second. But it was Beach Chair that Kanye was referencing.
Back to the etiquette, though. So it's a different comparison from the creatives, like a movie.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in that situation, you have to even be at a higher level as the leader to be able to be like, you know what? I see your vision. I can see that now. instead of being the coach and leaning, like where the player's leaning on the coach so much, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a while to develop that type of stuff, though.
Their legends aren't like as common, right?
Exactly. Very true.
That's very true.
There's
I
so
saw that
much-
UFC stuff that's going on, and we had mentioned it the other day too. So
I think we should play the clip. So you guys, have you seen what happened?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I know Nod said he'll pull it up, so we'll take
Yeah.
a look now. You seen it?
Yeah, I watched it live. It was crazy.
There we go.
And I just beat a guy in the pound for pound rankings.
You certainly did, sir, and that earns you a spot at the very top of the mountain. And the man you will face next is standing to your right, the great Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, I don't know about great.
Chill. That's all right. We're fine. Relax. This is my African brother right here. Let's go. What's up? Let's go. Yeah. What's up?
Get
You gonna do? Yeah, my African brother. What's up?
I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours,
Hey,
son.
you my Let's go. You my for real. I'll show you.
So what are you saying to everybody in New Zealand? What are you saying?
Joe, I'll tell you one thing. Yo, I don't need a DNA test. I don't need a 36andMe to know where I'm from. You don't even, if I do a 26andMe, they'll say I'm from Nigeria. Do a 26andMe DNA test. It'll tell you where you're from. I will show you where you're from.
On the next one. First of all, so everything that's bleeped out, he's basically saying the N-word, right?
Yeah.
So what's your take on that, first of all?
The fact that he's using the N-word with him?
Live. You're the champ. Because we've had a couple of discussions where we're like, yo, that needs to be used a little less, right?
Amongst who? Black people or just overall?
I thought it was overall. That's like the way that I got it, right? I feel like...
That's not to say you're not saying it in your head, though, but continue.
Yeah, well, how are we going to control that? We're not... Our technology's not there yet. You ain't catching me. Where are you at with that? You're in... I think they're in Vegas. You're in front of the world right now. This is the largest combat sports company in the world, right? Basically, everyone synonymously...
Yeah, but what do we matter? The fact that he used the word? Or,
I'm just saying...
Or use it with him?
I'll get into that. But the fact that he's just using it, where are you at with that? Green light, no problem? Is he being a role model?
Is he being a role model? Damn, you're trying to go that way with
I'm going to
it,
go a
bro?
whole bunch of ways because there's so much there.
You need to pause after that too, yo.
What?
That's not
role
a
model?
That sounds like a pause to me.
Well, I'm gonna go
go a whole bunch of ways. Pause.
Pause.
All right.
Is it just me? I don't know. That sounds pause worthy.
No, but
Yeah, if we start getting witty
it's
with
just
it,
like, well-
I feel like I'm going to be explaining how you should have used pause more than actually like having a conversation.
All right.
We need an episode of just pause. We just call it pause.
pause culture.
Yeah. Game's on now, though. You better watch what the fuck you're saying.
Only going up this year.
So yeah, him using it, role model. I guess not.
Take the role model part out. You're cool with him, just whatever?
Was it on pay per view? That was on pay per. That was
pay-per-view.
That was on pay per view.
Yeah, that part,
Live.
they didn't cut that.
Yeah, didn't cut it. Like,
Oh, but if it's on pay per view, you can say what you want, whatever you
Yeah,
want.
that's why he said what he said.
Yeah,
I
so
feel
I
like
have
he
no
let
problem with it,
everything
yo.
go because he knew it was on.
Nah, say that pay per view. Yo, you pay for that content. That's pay per view was our Patreon or whatever these guys are calling it these days, right?
So-
you paid for that because you wanted to see what it was actually like in real
Yeah,
time.
but-
Like there is no edits.
But
that's real time, no edits.
Understood, but what he was saying, he took it a little far in my eyes.
You think so? Why? Because he's using the word?
Yeah, I feel like.
But hold on. So have you ever referred to a white person with the N word?
No.
Out loud or in your head?
I got to jump in real quick.
Not even jokingly. Like nothing's ever happened. You've seen them do something dumb, and you're like, "Yo, my nigga."
Okay, maybe jokingly, yes.
Now let's get
In your head or out loud?
I maybe once or twice out loud.
There's more context, okay? So the white guy, DDP, right? He's South African.
Okay.
So
he's suggesting he's from Africa. Okay.
He's saying, I'm the real South African.
Okay.
He's kind of knocking.
Hold on. He uses that tagline?
He's not in those exact words. I
And
haven't
says that I'm the real South African?
But he's like, I'm going to take the title back to South Africa. I'm South African.
Okay,
so
okay,
that's a
okay.
part of
Okay,
it. So
okay.
it could be more of like, I'm angry. Like, what do you mean you're South African? You're not South African. But he's like, yo, you're not South African. You're from New Zealand or wherever you're at. Because Adesanya's from Nigeria, right? So that's where he's like, do the 23andMe and we'll see who's from where and yada, yada, yada. So that's a part of the little bit of the tension there too. So it's It's becoming an interesting conversation on so many realms. Imagine he beats him.
No, not then. Who is?
But what if the fight's in
then?
Africa? What if the fight's in South Africa? Are you cheering for the white guy? Are you cheering for the black guy? Like it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is.
It's becoming like a whole WWE storyline to it.
Exactly.
Right?
You think Mandela's turning in his grave?
Why?
I don't mean like
Just because of what's happening between two.
It was a joke. I guess it didn't go anywhere.
I mean,
I ain't Steph. I'm not gonna hit them all.
I think he'd be turning in his grave if DDP was dropping the N-word right there live on pay-per-view. Like, what'd you say? Yeah, I'm your brother. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Like,
I think the octagon would have been filled if he did it.
Yo.
You know what I mean? It would have been a full out like.
Oh yeah.
It
would have been a big fight. So.
All right, so back to how we talk about directors of a league? Is that what they are? Or CEOs or presidents of the leagues, right? So play the next clip real quick because I feel like I just want to get your comment on this too. So that's what Dana White responds to it.
You know, I know you say, hey, this is the fight business. People say nasty things, right? But the tension between those two and kind of the racial undertones and all those things, how do you...
What were the racial
There we go. This part.
Drigga says he's the real African fighter, and so, you know, Israel drops some N-words in there tonight.
So what was the racial? Who did? Who dropped the racial?
Israel was saying over and over,
You know who dropped this.
He's black.
50 N-bombs in
Okay,
there.
he's black. Who gives a shit?
I was going to say, so you don't have any concern about the way the build-up, the tension between those two?
I could care less. This is the fight business. Israel Adesanya, you can say whatever you want to say. Who gives a shit?
Thank you.
Are people bitching about that?
Thank you.
Of course they are. Oh, fucking A. All right, got it.
Oh, fucking A. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Bad. All right. Yeah.
Is that not...
What is he, half Canadian?
Might as well be. He's Boston still, from what I know. But is that not like... I don't want to say the right way to handle it, but it's like fighting back against PC culture right now. I think UFC is the only ones doing it, man. You cannot see this on any other league in the world, bro. Unless it's combat sports, maybe. I don't even think someone can do that in boxing.
Yeah.
I think he was stuck though. He didn't know how to respond.
But then he responded in real time. He did respond.
I mean, but the response that he did give out was just like, he's black. He can do that.
What's wrong with that? What did you want him to say?
But I mean, go.
You wanted him to be specific?
Yeah, a little
Nigerian.
bit. I think that's what people were looking for. Some people.
And the thing is, he don't care, bro.
I know.
Because like, yo, 1 trillion of you guys are still gonna come pay for this come Saturday anyway. So it is what it is.
It'll never stop him. Just like his last scandal, that didn't stop nobody. He had a.
But he might be like a guy of a dying breed, though. Like, not too many people could just handle their business this way.
It is what
and
it
still
is.
get away with it.
That's true.
You know?
I agree.
Let's just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Dana White's black. It's Dana Black. Like, he says the same thing. Does it cause more of an issue? Like, nah, you can't have, these guys saying that or whatever. Or let's flip it even more. Say it's Colby Covington. How does Colby Covington respond to that? You know Colby Covington, right?
Yeah.
He's been saying all kinds of crazy stuff, like
all
making fun of Brazilians and saying like stuff that I can't repeat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So wears the mega hat everywhere he goes, waving the flag, like in the heat of everything. So he stirs the pot a little bit. But like, imagine he starts dropping some. Like it could go so many different ways. I'm just saying, is the message appropriate for whoever's watching this at this point? And then to DDP's point, sorry, I'm asking a question, even like stop, but like for you guys to answer it, but. DDP goes, I'm a man of class. What he's doing is childish. He's coming out there like a clown saying all this stuff. That's not how you conduct yourself. Like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of points of view.
Yeah, I get that end of it too.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't feel like Homeboy is being somebody he's not.
I like that.
That's legit him just being him.
Yeah.
That is how I would respond to you if I were behind the screen or from in front of your face. Okay. My nigga, you whatever I don't even know what he was saying, but like I'm gonna use the word.
Yeah.
But you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I was talking. If I were at home watching you and wanting to respond in real time, that's what I'd be saying. And he's just giving it. That's what it is. It is what it is. Whether you like it or not, so I don't care. You paid to come watch this, so don't pay to watch my fight then.
Is it
if
good
you have a problem with it, then show me in that way.
I think it's good marketing too. I think it's good branding, and it's all business at the end of the day, right?
I mean, it's part of the conversation.
And
we're over here giving our perspective.
And his whole attitude towards it is like, Who cares? This is my shit.
Yeah, DC.
I don't care what you have to say.
Exactly.
DC. Daniel Cormier was like he was drunk, like he was drinking or something.
Yeah, you could
Probably.
tell,
Put him on blast. Might have been a part of it.
Oh, I could tell the second I saw play on that. I could tell he was
Because he's
under
never really
something.
done anything like that crazy like that. Like he actually came in the octagon and was like, "Hey, I'm stealing your shine. I don't care if you just won."
Yeah,
that's not his. I've never seen him move like that. You know what I mean?
it could also be we're talking about competitiveness and being the man, right?
Yeah,
Amongst
that's it,
alphas.
yeah.
So now I'm making you uncomfortable by
having
saying this to
doubt.
you
Yeah,
when you're saying
yeah.
you're the real African fighter.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
And this stirs more the pot to, I think, on you now because, media's gonna be in your face and you're gonna start making comments and yada yada yada.
Because like just what you're just saying. Like,
I was the instigator, so I'm not gonna feel so bad about it.
Yeah, because just like you're saying about the whole, they're both from Africa. I'm already seeing a promo in my head, right? Like I'm seeing like the camera panning over like a dirt road, and you see the lions and tigers running in the background type of thing, right? I'm just like, if Dana White has this type of mentality, like this can go really far. Who's the true king of Africa? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're giving them the King of Africa title. Damn.
Ones, yo.
Far.
Yeah.
And you could even
So
tie
if the
in
white
whole-
guy wins, he's the King of Africa.
Hey,
you could even tie in the colorism element to it too, because
That's a big part of it.
he's black and he's using the word, and there's a bunch of people over there that aren't black but live over there and can't use the word. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna have all the black people on my side chanting my name, cheering for me. I'm gonna bust your ass. Watch this energy these guys are gonna give to me now.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be good.
You know, we got some Indians in Africa too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We need them to
Everybody's
come up on
everywhere.
the run up. Indian guy dropping that word? Nah, not happening.
You know what's funny? I actually did hear one time I was out at a party.
Yeah.
And they're playing a song. I can't remember the song was, and that word was coming up. And the DJ pulled the volume all the way down.
That's like jigger my nigga or something.
Something like that. It was something like, and he said it.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of paused and they're like,
well, he said it out loud?
Yeah, he was singing the song from like he knew all the words.
Yeah,
like he
one of
was
those
going
ones, one of
off
those ones,
and it came to that word and he said it.
Yeah.
And the music stopped. And you know, one of those is like, holy shit.
Wow.
He looked, he smiled.
No, not
He smiled. Everybody else was like, okay. And they kept singing the rest of the song.
Damn, see now so I was gonna take a break real quick because I could get some water, but have you been watching Bel Air?
No, I haven't got on it
no.
yet. Somebody told me about it. I watched maybe like one episode, but there's so much other stuff.
I have to say, I really enjoy it, and I think you probably would too, because I know you're a big Fresh Prince fan from back in the day.
Yeah.
But what they've done with it and the type of spin that they've added to it, really, really, really done well. It was really good.
There's no Hillary Banks.
Oh, there's a new version of Hillary Banks, bro.
Does it like?
She's turned up still, can't
Yeah. Okay.
So there is an episode where they address that. So they're in the
Address
lock.
what?
The use of the word, the N-word.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're in Bel Air. So keep in mind, they're still in Bel Air. Bel Air is heavily populated by white people, not so many black people, right? So they're at school, the locker room, the basketball team. No, sorry, the lacrosse team, because Carlton's playing lacrosse.
Right, guys, knocking lacrosse like that. It's like a national sport out here.
I'm pretty sure it's the lacrosse
out here.
I'm pretty sure it's the lacrosse team. Yeah, it is our national. It's kind of a national sport.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't like the I don't even know, like another Carlton type?
It was lacrosse, trust me.
Okay, just saying.
But that just pissed me off. I know we're gonna go. I know we're straying for a second, but how is lacrosse our national sport?
I don't know.
Like
I could
that's
give you the
why
history
that's
of
why
it.
Americans. What's America's national sport?
I don't even know.
Football?
I think.
Is it no?
I just made
Football,
that up.
baseball.
Baseball?
NASCAR?
I mean,
Damn it!
there's so much. There's so much.
I feel like I would have known something like this, but
But
yeah.
yeah, think about it. There's so much deemed as an American sport. There's so much.
Damn, yo.
Like you have to.
That's why
But
they're always
technically,
winning.
lacrosse isn't like. Well, I guess it is Canadian. The native,
Anyways,
it's
who
more of a
cares?
native thing that we took over.
The point that I was gonna make was they're in the locker room.
I'm with them. Never mind.
They're in the locker room. Same type of moment comes up. They're all singing a song. You know what it was? They were singing Bobby Shmurda, hot nigga.
Okay.
So the white guy's on some nigga, and the man them were like,
What'd you just say?
nah. But Carlton was in the room. Gave the man a blind, yo.
Oh, okay.
And it turned into a whole thing. And then the best part was they tied that whole episode back in 10 episodes later.
Okay.
And it was done really well too.
I'm gonna check the show out.
Trust me, it's really good. I know I'd mentioned to you before. I'm not sure if Face has been watching it. Shout him out. He's not here today, but It's really good.
Yeah, hold on. Is the W word a thing too?
What? The W that's attached to the sorry, not attached, but
the white guy
you
that
replace
thinks
the
he's
N,
black.
you replace the N with the W.
Yeah, like is that like where does that right?
Nobody even uses that word anymore.
That just came out for a bit and then disappeared.
I'm just saying, what
Yeah,
if that
sure.
guy that was singing the Bobby Shmurda song? I get it's an episode. I'm just being silly, but
I
whatever.
said instead.
No. What
You
if
know,
he's
is
more,
it okay to even say that? I mean, we might have to bleep that out because I don't even know if it's okay for me to say that.
Just like
is it
using-
safe to say that some like what is your definition of a N word though? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, is
think it has
Carlton the guy to be like? Is there anybody that's just black? But like, what if that guy's more into whatever he's singing than
Yeah,
Carlton
and
is?
then yeah.
But I think it also has to do with the tone.
Exactly.
I think it has to do with context.
You think so?
That
Yeah,
too.
that too. Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why
I
when
want
it
to be able to go to a karaoke Sunday and go drop some N bombs. Like, why you guys holding me back like that? I can't even say NWA. Like, what? Those guys with an attitude? What is this? Man,
you know
I'm
what?
just saying.
You know what? I just came up with an idea.
Yeah.
Somebody should open up a karaoke bar,
Yeah.
which allows other people to come in there and they could say those words if they want.
Can
No
a white guy do that?
No
Can
judgment.
it be a white bar?
No judgment.
So are,
no
are-
judgment.
Are you doing certain nights? Like, you know
Sure,
what I'm
why
saying?
not?
Like-
Yo, whatever pays the bills, eh? Like,
True.
I want to see how many.
it's like paying for pay-per-view. If you want to come here and use that word a few times for the night, buddy, it's gonna cost
But
you.
do they have
so-
to sign a disclaimer
Oh,
just in case somebody's
Oh,
outside
like-
waiting?
oh,
They
yeah,
got,
the
they got,
radio,
they got an
yeah.
open mic night.
Yeah. If you
There's
want
like a lineup around the freaking building with like just white people.
yo, money's money at the end of the
I
day,
guess
dog.
brown people too now.
All people.
I'm not condoning any of this. Just trust me.
you
I'm just
talking
speaking
about?
from my perspective in real time. But
That's all we
we're-
have.
Well, we're gonna take a quick break.
This
Like
is
I
too
said,
hot. We don't need a break.
I need to grab
He
some
ain't
water.
pay his bill. Not
This guy, yeah. But we'll be right back with some more of the big homie, First King Clothing. He decided to show up and pop in. He's with us today, so we'll be right back.
Whether leisure or athletic, business or casual, be the first, not the last, to grab yourself some First King clothing. Visit firstkingclothing.com.
Who wants to be king?
Like I said, the man came in here and said, yo, not a full show today. Just give me the second segment and we're good. So, see it there? First King Clothing.
Yes, sir.
You run your Instagram, website, all of that stuff. Give me a break today, yo. Where can they find
You
you?
can find me on my website, firstkingclothing.com. That's one ST for the first part of it. Clothing.com. Instagram is same thing, First King Clothing 84. And all the social medias, TikTok, Twitter, it's all First King Clothing 84.
Yo, now, do it one more time. do it again.
Who wants to be king?
Run up his thing, yo. First King Clothing.
Please check it out. I do my best. I put out my best.
Actually, let's get into that.
Okay, let's go.
How are things going these days?
Pretty decent.
Business picking up because, again, yo, those jackets that he did, we were all in love with them. Shabir, you can speak to that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love of the jackets.
I'm being a little hateful because I haven't gotten my merch yet, but you'll get the SB sponsor soon. I'm playing.
This package was kind of small last time still.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not used to small packages. Pause.
That was a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one. Damn it.
The way he screamed pause though.
Got him!
Man got me still. Damn it. That was good. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the jackets were ton up, yo.
Thank you.
Especially that turquoise color. Like, that was the one for me.
That went quick. Like a lot of the material. You guys know my story. I went from here to here looking for the more material. To find that material now.
Good luck to you.
Mm-hmm. I might be able to get a little piece, but if you want that jacket, check it out.
You looking to do those joints back again this summer, or
Yeah,
you got something else in the works?
Definitely want to try to bring something like that back, different, inspired. See what happens. See where it goes.
But if somebody still wanted one of those ones, can they still get it?
Yeah,
or
I
you're
have-
like sort of done with the run was what it was, and now it's whatever.
No, they can still contact me for those ones.
Yeah, eh?
There's I have a few left that I can still put out there, so they can contact me for that. So But definitely next year or this winter or whatever you want to call it, I'm putting out something new again.
Yeah, so look out for it, huh?
Yes, please do. Please do.
How, like, what time frame would you say you'd be looking to release? Because you and I have had these conversations, and I mean, I'm a fall baby, and you love fall season, so fall is when it's say, yo, I can mix a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I can still get away with certain colors. I can still do.
You see, that's the thing, right? When you touched on colors, colors is always the hardest part for me, right? Like you said, fall. Some people like the winter, summer. The color scheme has to go all together. So sometimes I'm putting out something like, what? It's too cold for that now. You know what I'm saying? So it all, it's
like you mean the material of the clothing?
Yeah. So
that
like,
makes sense.
for instance, like your shirt.
Yeah.
Let's reference your shirt.
Yeah.
You cannot wear that in the winter.
No, I can't.
Good luck.
I mean,
right?
I could, but.
I mean, you could, put something else
You
underneath.
don't know what kind of clubs I go to. Nothing.
But I mean, like, something like that is more geared towards the summer.
Yeah,
right?
Thanks.
So it's hard now mixing to say one shirt with the different season at the time. It kind of throws everything off, right? But I've done it a couple times. Just threw stuff in there just to see what's up. So it is what it is.
I wasn't sure if you had a question, but.
Nah, I was just gonna say thanks for the hookup with Jamil.
Yeah. Jamil's a good guy. He's I got introduced to him through his brother. So
Yeah.
his brother told me we did a couple of collabs. You can see certain things that are on my website. He helped me with.
Yeah.
He sewed. He sewed a couple of the stuff for me. So
sued.
Yeah.
Sewn? What did you say? What did you say? Sewn?
Sued or some
Sued?
some shit like that. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, we did a little bit of a
But I mean,
collaboration.
like, who is this middleman we're talking about here? Like,
I wouldn't call him a middleman. I mean,
pause.
Shit,
man's not even here at the pause for it.
Yeah, like it's not. It wasn't like that. I think he's more wants to be a behind the scenes type of person.
Yeah, but like, you're getting some custom work done. Like, what's up?
Yeah, we're coming up with a little project.
Nice.
That I've been working on for a little while.
SB exclusives.
I guess so. I haven't called it. It'd probably be called SB,
I hope
but
I
yeah.
get some merch though.
Yeah, I'm not at your level though, bro. I'm not at your level yet.
I'm rocking with you from the start.
What you get with me is a whole bunch of laughs. Always on the house. Always on the house.
I mean, that's good, man.
I pay people with comedy.
Special edition is special edition, and
we could all do a collab, man. I'm always down for that type of stuff, man.
But so with that said, that last one that was on the streets for a little bit,
yeah,
that kited first clean collab,
that was a good collab. It was something that we put out for the culture. So when I went out for the culture side, I was like, I need that, and I was very, very pleased with where it went.
Yeah.
No
Numbers
disrespect.
are done up still.
Yeah, no disrespect to Elm Bank, right? But when's like the Humberwood jerseys come in? When's Melody Village get in their thing? Like, there's different parts. Yeah, I know you did.
I mean, from what I understand, there are some things in the works.
All right.
So there are some more things.
There's a demand for it, man.
Yeah, definitely. The collaborations are something that I think will touch everybody's heart. They have a good memory when you see that piece of clothing. Or
that makes sense.
Whatever the case may be.
There's a couple pieces.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
But
it's looking to be a limited series, right? Like limited edition series type.
Limited. Yeah, I love the flow of doing something limited pieces because it shows you that you're loved and the people who really want it are gonna rush out to get it from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that they know that. Let's say we make 5 or 6, for instance, custom jackets. That 5 or 6, that mold is dead after that.
Yep.
It means that much to me because of what it represents. That it don't matter. I'm gonna come get it. I'm gonna come draw for it.
Yeah. The one of 1 or the one of 2, the one of 3, like
you
that's
know, challenging that can be to like really touch somebody in that way, though.
Yeah.
Can you? Like it's
like I said,
it's a good point.
For me, I used to, before I got into my own stuff, I supported a lot of different clothing, right?
Yeah.
And there was one from out in the East.
Yeah.
Shout out Shoebox Mentality. It's a brand that was,
I'm
was there.
What's it called?
Shoebox Mentality.
Shoebox or shoot?
Shoebox.
Okay.
Shoebox.
So I admired this guy's drive where he came all the way from the East to the West just to sell me one shirt.
Yeah.
I still have that shirt to this day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It meant that, there's someone that cares about doing this, because I had the dreams of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
to drive to get
Yeah, when
your
you saw
brand,
his drive, it was like
it put a fire in me. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him years after he stopped doing it, and he remembered me, which was cool. It's like, yo, I remember driving out west.
Yeah.
Drop your shirt. I said, yo, I'm doing my own thing now. He's like, I see you're doing your own thing, and I like it.
Yeah.
So it was something.
The best part of that to me is that he's from the city.
Yeah.
And that city love, it hits different.
Very different.
And if there's, again, we've spoken about this before too. If there's one knock when it comes to Toronto, it's that city love.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that city love from Toronto.
Very, very.
You have to go somewhere else and then come back, and all of a sudden Toronto's going to accept you.
Winning, yeah.
Shouldn't be like that.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, though.
It is what it is, yeah. I've said this before too, but I'll throw it out now that we actually have you on the show. What's his name? Chip Wilson, the guy that created Lululemon.
Okay.
Go check out his book, man.
All right.
Like I feel like for somebody that's into clothing, into fashion, he's one of those guys you want to listen to. Get it on Audible if you have to. I haven't been signed by them yet either, but that's another story.
We didn't even shout out your Goodreads, though. Shout out your Goodreads, yo.
SB the student on Goodreads.
Find him on Goodreads. SB books galore.
100%.
Yeah.
But that one for any creatives, but specifically in fashion, huge.
Okay.
He just goes into his research on a deep level, man, where he's already created this character of their age, their financial occupation, why they're going to wear this, where they're going to wear it, how it's going to fit into their life. Like, he goes so deep into his research, and that's just like understanding the persona, but even like the materials and knowing where to get his stuff from, the elasticity of like some of the stuff.
Yeah.
What's that, your Invisalign?
Yeah, it really is. It messes me up a lot. Yeah, and because I'm Indian.
Only going up this year.
Yeah, but he does a whole bunch of stuff.
Straighten up his joint, bro. Like, you always, pause, but you have nice teeth, so
Thanks. I'll take that. Pause? Did I say pause?
No,
Nah,
I don't know.
That wasn't a pause.
I'll take that.
Hey, man.
I don't know this guy.
Man.
Pause, please.
Hey,
AKA
man.
pause, please.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy that used to put on the Jimmy and still pull out.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I got a reaction from those guys. So.
Yeah,
I've done it before, man. Hey.
Winner, Gagnon.
I got one.
I feel like you're playing the wrong game. Jimmy and still pull out?
That means you're just with the wrong person, man.
You're like, I'm not taking no chances.
This is old one.
I'm just saying.
Even though I am.
This is old one. Come on, man.
That's funny.
This is old one.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I think about it real long. Pause. That if you were doing that, you've really been in there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but like
some have for other reasons, but I'm saying your reasoning for it, was it because you were afraid?
We're not doing this today.
Yeah, we might as well do this. This
just
is like,
know that I used to be a wild boy. Yo. Like, at one point in life, I was I was outside, yo. But
this is too perfect of a segue. I can't live this up. Are you guys like?
Nah, forget that.
Hadouken!
I'm going back to the whole limited edition series, bro.
Do it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but limited edition series. Look out for it. Something's gonna be real hot. I
like this one.
Yeah, get it while
and it's not even. Yeah, I like this one.
Mm-hmm. Something different.
Yo, give us something. Give us a little bit more of a teaser than that.
Nah, we gotta leave you in suspense.
Yeah, eh? What about a date? What's a date? Release date? Release date?
Maybe.
Release month?
Maybe. If you don't already follow us on Instagram, go follow us on Instagram. And
you'll get the sneak peeks.
Yeah.
We'll do
I'll
something.
throw it up there.
We'll do something.
Well played.
Being a brand representative.
Yeah.
We'll do something.
This guy just made himself the brand representative.
I know.
I mean, I thought I was.
Where the fuck's my hat?
I'm sorry. I'll talk to my people.
Well, for his and the other one too.
Yeah.
So
listen, I'll talk to my people. Sorry. I'm almost
yo,
there.
big up the brand. Same way,
Go fly a kite.
Hey man, kite it, yo. We're outside.
Yeah, very outside, man. Very outside.
Only going up this year.
But yeah, so what? Limited the series. Just gonna leave it at that. Like, just
Yeah.
you know that you might have to pay a little bit of a cost for these joints because they're that limited.
Yeah, and I'd rather just people just have that, and when it's gone, it's gone.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think that's a great way to do it.
I remember we spoke about that too.
It's like that chicken spot?
Exactly.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Thank you. Exactly.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Cheers to you, brother, because that
cheers,
level of connection that we're on these days,
Yeah.
that might even be pause worthy. But
I was just about to say if you didn't.
Level of connection.
Oh, that's funny, yo. I'm telling you, when we were in Atlanta, that's probably when it was at its peak almost. It was kind of weird. Yeah. Atlanta will do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's even a pause too, you know.
Maybe it's the air out there, that old country air
the water,
down south.
You've been before, right?
There's definitely something
a couple
out there.
times.
Yeah,
That's my place. I love that place, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. There's a lot of fun out there. Like, I like.
It is a lot of fun though. The vibe is chill.
That's what I meant to ask you in terms of sales.
Okay.
Because you're Toronto based. For people who don't know, it could be can or can be obvious.
Yeah.
You're Toronto based, but how are sales doing outside of the city? Let's say.
Well, you know what? I have one good customer from like Kansas City. Like random,
Regular demands linking.
Yeah, like one time he ordered. I think he just ordered one thing just to see how quality
That's
was.
crazy.
And after he hit me again, he hit me 2 more times after that, and then his girlfriend actually reached out.
Yeah,
because one of the
right. What did it pop up in her algorithm, or she just went in the man's phone?
I don't know because it's crazy because she's like, I emailed them because I was out of stock of one of the jackets.
Yeah.
So that whole limited thing was too bad. You snooze, you lose. So I emailed to see if they wanted a refund or to get pick one of the other ones. And she picked one of the other ones, and then I emailed her saying, you're ordering a man's jacket. I just want to know how you heard.
Make sure.
No. Just I like to message the people and ask like, how do you hear about the brand, especially because they're in the States.
Okay.
And she's like, my boyfriend really likes your stuff, so I'm ordering him a jacket. I was like, oh, that's so nice. You know what I mean? I even threw in a free shirt just because of the inconvenience of that one being sold out. That I this is not the one you exactly wanted, but I'm gonna give you something extra to keep you coming. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me.
You want 5 stars?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just but outside of this, Canada's doing well. In Canada, it does good too. Can't complain. The people support me, and I want you to love the items that I make. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to buy it because you just know me. Buy it because you see it. Okay, I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna buy it.
And one of the feedbacks from even the Jersey Shorts joints was there were mans buying those that didn't even go to those schools.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? People were just like, I have no connection to it, but it looks dope, so I want it.
Bro,
That's a real thing, though.
Imagine, like, you didn't even go to those schools, but they thought that highly of it. Like, look, that fly to them.
I never went to Elmbank, but I like the shorts.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that type of stuff, man. Like, we talked about you even wanting to do your own thing, right?
Yeah.
And, it's I see it, I like it, I want it. I'm not gonna discriminate because it's in Canada or the US.
But honestly, shout out to them in Missouri, bro.
Yeah.
There is nothing going on in Kansas, Missouri.
Don't do that.
I don't mean it like that, but like I went to
that.
I'm not even hating. I'm just being honest. I've gone to Kansas, Missouri. The fact that they got it down there, that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
It's been a lot of random places. Even one time I got an order from Thailand.
Yeah.
Which I found really odd, right? I was like,
how are we gonna bootleg this guy now? Seems like he's on the come up. Let's make
luck.
some of these.
That was old stuff. So good luck.
But that's how far like anything you have going on can reach.
Yeah, it's
like you can't
amazing.
just think local and think because you ain't buzzing right here that you're not buzzing somewhere else.
Yeah, and someone else that loves your stuff. You never know, man.
But a lot of people are so caught up in just that one perspective.
I'm gonna bring it up again,
and that's one of the things that we were talking about earlier, like before we actually hit record and stuff, was the idea that we create these A-list, B-list, C-list celebrities, right? And we only see them from our one lens. Yeah. We have no idea what their life actually is like at the end of the day. So we popularize them and make them celebrities and all that.
Someone does.
Yeah. Exactly.
So before Lululemon was Lululemon, he had another brand before that was more into winter sports, I think snowboarding. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Japan was his main consumer.
Yeah.
So out of BC, but they're buying more of it than anyone else is.
You
don't know where it's going to take off. You could be like the GOAT in Thailand tomorrow, or Missouri.
You never know.
For all 5 people that live in that place.
And another one, Yo, stop batting these guys up, yo.
I'm
man.
not.
Like,
I'm giving them
they
props.
could
I
be
love
listening.
them. They
Right,
support me,
that
man.
same supporter is probably
I
going to be
love them.
listening to this now
let's get
because they saw him on here. You know what? Ask him if you still if he orders something or if you have any sort of information contact, just ask him what life is like out there.
Yeah,
guess you know what
Just ask him what life is like out there. Ask him to even send you a picture of him wearing your gear somewhere in Kansas City.
Okay.
You go so far, yo.
That's true.
Your thing's done up.
But you know what the thing is? I do ask people to
send you a picture.
Yeah, like no, not even tag me social media so I can,
Yeah.
I'm should. Oh yeah, you're like family to me now. Like you know, like I don't want to treat you just like a customer. I want you to know I really do care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you got to put your whole heart in everything that you do.
But to me now, at the same time, I feel like sometimes you do need to let people know that, yo, don't think because I'm not on the front page out here like Gucci, Fendi, Prada that all you guys are wearing. Don't think I ain't got people in Thailand, like you said.
Yeah.
Kansas City.
You see, it's
Kentucky.
It's not until
Atlanta.
somebody has a buzz like that comes out of the city or within the city, and everybody else is doing it, makes it fly. You know what I mean? You need that cosign. That's what they say. But like you said, it doesn't have to be hot here. It could be hot somewhere else. So
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's a part of fashion too. No,
Yeah.
catching the fly shit before like
Catch them
everyone
from
else
the
does.
early. That's why I said to you.
Kind of like music too. Kind of like anything.
I want the first copy.
Yeah.
I want to start rocking with this business from the bottom.
Makes the limited editions even more limited.
There you go.
From what I understand, it's gonna be mostly like jersey type concepts, right? I'm talking just in terms of the collaboration.
And the collaboration, it can go a lot of different ways, but push it. You can do hats. You can do so much.
Because I know you're a baseball man, so not to try to hint at anything, but
I mean,
you got the hat. You're already a baseball man. People who don't know used to play baseball way back in the day. Original Rexman baseball player. If you don't know,
still have my first ever jersey.
Is that what happened there?
I wish I was still in my prime and still could run up and down on the field, but nah, this happened.
I
now.
wish you could just run up and down right now.
Period.
Exactly. I know. Just that part.
I mean, I blew a tire, as they say.
On some rose shit, eh?
Some real rose shit.
Shout out Renzel.
Trust me, man.
Speaking of which, you had sent him something and he took.
Yeah, he was doing stuff during the COVID time and put out some of my stuff. There's a cheat code.
Swear.
Yeah, it was. I was.
That's dope.
I was like, I don't even know the words when I heard them call the clothing company name. Right, I was like, it's just called Rose's store. Where you send them the items, you get in contact with the right people, you send the items.
Yeah.
You never know where it may go, so he'll show a video of everything, and he stopped at a crew neck that sent to me. He said, "First King Clothing, I see you." I was like, "Yo, I can't believe that just came out of this guy's mouth." You know what I mean? Big influence.
A video, or he said
he put it on his Instagram.
What?
And then I got my homie to screen record it properly, clean it up and all that stuff, and he sent it back to me, and I posted it on Instagram. People were amazed. I mean, it takes a lot.
In that moment when you first open up your phone inside, what was the feeling?
I jumped. I jumped out. I was sitting at my desk at work, filling out something on the computer, and somebody sent it to me. I'm like, what? Flip the chair, screaming.
Flip the chair.
Yo, I was like,
some WWE type shit.
That shit
and then
don't
you
happen
find out
every
it's
day.
AI.
Hey, this was before.
Winner, Daniel.
This was before all the AI stuff. And listen, you could see. This might be a pause, but you can actually see his feet in the video. Pause. So I knew it was Ross. But there's been some not so pretty pictures of his feet on the social media. So
that's funny, yo.
Before the AI, trust me.
That's big. That's big. So congrats on that.
Jump, turn over the chair.
Yeah, man, I was ecstatic,
but were people looking at you like, yo, what's wrong with this guy?
No, I was in my office by myself.
Okay, office, eh?
Yeah.
So I'm on.
Yeah, you gotta have a good 9 to 5.
Man, it's his office setup.
I don't want to make it sound like it's the greatest office, but it's an office. I got an office.
We'll edit that part that you just said. That's fine. It is the greatest office. It's your office. What are you talking about?
I mean, hey.
You know what? I notice this with people a lot, eh? It's like you give them a compliment, Not just you. I'm not just knocking you.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, we can't even accept compliments. Like, that's how beated we are, like, mentally. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, a gym is a good example of that. Someone's going to the gym, you'd be like, yeah, you've been going to the gym, you look good. Oh, I haven't gone in like 3 months, so you should have seen me. Shut the fuck up, I'm complimenting you. I just said you look good right now. Like, take that, inhale it. Like, what's up?
You're right. You're absolutely right, man.
That's big, though. The whole thing. How do you feel about, because you're saying a lot more sports stuff, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Damon John from FUBU?
Yeah.
How do you feel about his stuff? Like, I feel like he kind of came that route too, no? With
Yeah,
the
he
FUBU,
started.
it's more sports stuff. Right?
Yeah, he started with like the jerseys, the 05 jerseys that
Still have
everybody had. Yo, those are.
You still have one?
Yeah.
I wish I kept mine.
I'm working on my arms. I'm
I
gonna rock
actually, you know what? I have a bad story with mine, and I'll probably I'll tell it after.
I had the whole set.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I got rid of the
set.
tearaways.
There was a set.
Yeah, there was a matching. There was a matching set.
Yeah.
Why do I not remember the pants for those?
I remember them having matching.
It's not just they had so much stuff.
Which ones are we talking about? Sorry,
the 05 jerseys, FUBU jerseys.
Yeah,
there was
pants for those.
Not a pants.
No.
The pants or the shorts.
I'm not making it. I probably have a picture with it. No, I'm saying pants. They're tearaway pants that you wear with the jersey.
Oh, I would love to see this.
Yeah, I have a picture. I have a picture still of at home
like,
of me, my mom, and my sister in Grenada, and I have on the FUBU jersey. Like I paid big money for that jersey.
Same.
I paid big money for that jersey. What was considered big money back in that time.
Exactly.
All right, yo.
Let's go fly a kite.
Story time when it comes to my jersey situation. I had that jersey on one day. I'll never forget. Nike days. You remember the day you used to go back and you used to get your marks? Like after the last day of school, it was like a week later. You're going back to just get your marks and stuff. So it's that day. I got back home and I was going to check one of the man them up the street. Shouted excitement. And I walked, right? So as I'm walking, let's say I'm like 50 yards from the man's house. I see a Corolla. There's like a 96 Corolla pass by me with a guy driving with sunglasses on and a kid in the back seat, and it had 2 antennas on it. And from them times I'm preying it like, what kind of Corolla has 2 antennas on it like that? You know how we identify those cars where we're from, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Not a driving school one.
And the kid in the back seat was just like this. Man did not turn his face away from me. And I'm looking at this kid like, yo, what's wrong with you? By the time I reach my brethren's house now, car pulls up in the driveway. Lady cop, white lady, kind of tall, jumps out, burner already drawn. She has her gun pointed at me at this point. And she's like, get up against the garage, get up against the garage. Get up against the garage? Like, what are we talking about here? What is this? So what am I supposed to do? Get up against the garage, right?
You're supposed to pull yours out, right?
Yeah. So I'm up against the garage now. My boy comes out on the phone and he's like, yeah, what's going on? She turns to him now. Get inside the house. Get inside the house. Yo, what is this?
Yeah.
And while this is happening, cruiser after cruiser after cruiser after cruiser. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? Puts me in the cuffs now and brings me to the cruiser, one of the cruisers. Oh, I forgot to mention, she pulled up in a black Ford Escort. I'll never forget, yo. Sorry, I'm lying. It was a Taurus. It was a black Ford Taurus, not an Escort, a Taurus. She was wearing a black shirt with like green pants. I can't really think of the olive green pants, kind of, or
like
maybe a little bit lighter.
I was gonna be like, and it has a tag. First can close up.
Anyways, cruiser after cruiser's pulling up now. Put me in the cuffs, bring me in the car, and then what the story they gave me was that they pulled up and another cruiser pulled up, and somebody ID'd me as not the guy, basically saying, "Oh, that's not him."
Yeah.
So then they let me go, but the joke was, they're like, oh, they're looking for a guy wearing the exact same jersey I am. And what do you think I had on? My blue FUBU 05 jersey. Watch the bigger joke, though. The bigger joke to all of this. Not even an hour later, I'm outside now, and I see one of the man them. Same jersey, except a different city.
Yeah.
Like, you know those ones? Because
Yeah.
remember they made the same colors, but for different cities and stuff too?
Yeah.
So he had on a different city, but same blue Fubu 05. I'm like, yo, the boy them threw me down earlier, burner, everything. Did they tell him the story this past? Like, yeah, right. I'm like, yo, is it you they're looking for because you have on the jersey?
You fit the description.
Bro, man said it's not him either. That's some shout out Damon John. That's how many Toronto mans are out here wearing those blue Fubu 05 jerseys. And that story will forever live with me.
Yeah.
The lady said, had I drawn for my waist, she would have shot me because the guy they were looking for was armed. She fully told me that.
I wouldn't even wear that jersey ever again.
So you know how pissed my dad was when he heard about this, bro? In my own neighborhood? Because now everybody's looking at me like, oh, what's he into?
He ain't no honor student like he pretended to be.
You don't know.
He's not the good boy we knew.
If you don't know, go ask about me, bro. Honor roll.
It's like, and then we find out like 20 years later, I really did do it. They just never found the stuff they were looking for. I threw that away real quick.
Shout out to excitement.
That big him up every time, yo. But I really just felt like I should tell that story, given that we start, like I said off the top, there's quite a few Rex mans in the room today, so I just feel like that's one of those Rexdale stories that people should know about. And I'll tell you right now, that story sits with me, bro. That's one of those PTSD type moments like that. Yo, I still live with that shit. Yeah. Because it makes me think that there's always somebody watching. Yeah. Because remember I told you about that kid in the car? Mm-hmm. I'm like, he's the one that ID'd me. That kid's the one that, because it's easy to point me out.
Yeah.
He's a kid
Blue
that ID'd you.
Fubu, blue 05 jersey. That's all you have to look for.
What do you mean ID'd you?
He's the one that was, because like I said, that car that was driving down the street, that was an undercover the entire time.
So you're saying the cop was like the kid is an undercover cop?
He was just whatever. So he must, trust me, all they were looking for was the guy in the blue car, and that car, whether it was the guy driving or that kid, I was the ID that they said, oh, we found him. Nobody can tell me different, yo, because the way they ran up on me, and I know the Rex is like that, because I could tell a second story. If the man don't want to hear a second one, I'll make it shorter, but they're outside like that.
You know what? I'm in the mood for
They're outside like that. Anybody who thinks the Rex ain't that serious and it's not on some wire shit, it's like that, yo. Yeah. It is like that. You know what?
Let's go fly a kite.
I'm gonna run my numbers up today. Next night, it's my birthday, and the man and I are making a one move. So we're by the storefront now, right?
Yo, you better not be wearing the same jersey.
Funny enough, I was wearing a different jersey, though.
Winner.
I'm telling you, that's that energy.
He's asking for it.
That's that energy. He just knows, yo. I had on a Pacers jersey, a Jermaine O'Neal Pacers jersey, the yellow with the blue. All yellow with the blue. Remember those ones?
Oh, I never forget.
So I'm at the storefront. We're eating pizza at Pizza.
I wonder if people are catching on to the theme of the blue here, but go on.
I know, right?
And for anybody who doesn't know about our community, Rex, where we come from, Google it. All that stuff you see, I mean, quite a fair bit of it's true, but that life that people talk about, it was real life for a lot of us. And I really don't think we talk enough about it.
We don't.
Because again, like I said, these moments, they still sit with me.
Yeah.
Anyways, at the storefront, and one of the man them linked me, and he's like, yo, remember that girl you used to talk to way back? I just saw her up the road. I'm like, yeah, hey, so what do? Jump outside real quick. Jumped in the whip. Them times I was driving the bang bus. You remember the bang bus?
Yes. And the things women make us do, right? Do you see how quick he stopped? He jumped up as quickly as he could and jumped in the bang bus.
That's valid.
Just cool. And it was the bang bus was a joke too. Yeah. Don't think it was like that. Like
allegedly.
How much that word gets used now? That was good. That was good.
Anyway, so at that time I'm driving my parents' whip, so I'm still fairly young.
Oh, the bang bus is theirs?
That's why I said allegedly.
You know what? We're taking all of that out anyways. So anyway,
I'm making a
clip. Good shit. Keep it.
Yeah, I'm making a clip of this and sending it to your father, bro.
This is good shit, yo.
This is what your responsible son
was
doing.
You were doing what?
Man.
Better be cleaning
you guys
up
are
after
making
yourself.
me sweat in here, man.
Oh, man.
Only going up this year.
Oh, he's like high-fiving you. I called that the bang bus, too. I knew it, Pops.
Winner. Daniel.
you're sick, yo.
Oh man, that's funny. That is so funny, bro.
Come on, man.
That's hilarious.
Hey, you started it.
Hadouken! Anyways, jump out of the pizza now. Out of the parking lot. Fly up the street now to catch a ride on Finch or Martin Grove. So I make the quick left, and then right in front of Marion on Finch, not the side down, quick U-E. See when I make the U-E? Don't the boy them pull up in me? Pull up right behind me now.
You asked for it.
Green Intrepid this time. Green Intrepid this time. And you know how they got me? The red flasher. Not even the red flasher.
Okay.
You know the red flasher.
Yeah. They stick it on the top when they're ready.
Bruh. Green Intrepid with tints. Plain clothes officers. A black guy and a white lady. They both had on denim jeans. You know the look.
You know what you should have done?
Relax fit jeans.
Hold up.
Jordache.
You know what you should have done?
Jeans.
You said a black cop?
Yeah.
So and he pulled up on you? You should have went Izzy on him. Brother!
My nigga. You couldn't say it. I know I could. I got you.
Back those days, man, I think I could have said it.
Yeah.
Sure. I had to pull into the Marion roundabout. Right in the front of the school there.
Well,
I mean, now it's called Henry Carr, but them days it was Marion. Pull in there, yo. Where you going, bro? Like, what you talking about? Like, what's the problem, man? Man, so you think we didn't see you peel out of the parking lot? What? Like, from way up there, you guys are sitting there waiting for me then. You're like, yeah.
You fit the description.
Yeah, exactly. And they've been looking for the bang bus.
That green jersey.
Now it was man.
You said green, no? Green and blue?
They're like,
It was a yellow. Sorry, yellow. It was yellow. and blue.
Yellow and blue. They're just looking and saying, that's the guy. They just knew.
Yeah.
But you
That's
can't be
me, yo.
U-turning like that. And come on.
But why you guys on me like that? From the storefront? What was I? I was chilling.
They're looking.
But that's how hot it is over there sometimes.
They are looking for trouble. They're waiting for anything to happen.
Anyway, shout out the storefront.
What's left?
Because if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to tell you, yo.
Yeah.
I think we'll take another quick break. We have a fairly decent topic that I think might be a hot take, but stick around. We'll be right back. If you're in the GTA and need your car detailed, visit Speckless Pro Auto Detailing. They specialize in both exterior and interior cleaning, including headlight restoration and salt stain removal. Book online at www.specklessprodetailing.com or call 416-262-0702. Don't accept anything less. Visit Speckless. There's a reason I plugged that one in there, eh? Because that's a Rexdale artist. True man, them to know.
Oh, I didn't know. Who's that?
Oh. Who's the one Rexdale singer that the man them really respect on a level like that, yo?
Andrina Miller.
You don't know. She don't even go by that no more.
No? Wow.
Switched it up on us, bro. But big her up wherever she's at, yo.
Yeah.
I see your face over there, yo. But we're over here talking about our Rexdale rappers and how much we love the boy.
Only going up this year.
Shout out Lazy Jaw, wherever you're there. Brother.
Only going up this year.
Trust me, yo. You're
Lazy.
You're at the top of everybody's list, yo.
Give us like something that you're gonna premiere. Let us put it out first.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Put out some
Throw
music.
that-
give
throw
it to
that
us.
energy out there.
Yeah. Let us premiere that. Give me a verse too. With ad libs in the background. Yeah.
We still need a skit on some.
We need the skit.
We still need a skit on somebody's album too.
Yeah. Now that you built up our street cred with that story, I would have liked it better if you drew back, but still, it's okay. It's okay.
But yeah, big up all of our Rexdale rappers, yo. Trust me, we're listening to all you guys. Moolah, Pyrex, Nav. Shout out Nav real quick.
Why'd you point at me?
Shout out Nav, man.
Only going up this year.
But a rapper who's not from Rexdale, but who is in the news right now that we had said we'll touch on real quick just for some perspective. Kodak Black. I don't know if you guys saw. They found his Nickelodeon tape. Man must have auditioned for Nickelodeon. Yo, when I saw it, I had to laugh because I'm like, yo, Kodak, come on, dog. Not you, bro. I really bought into your whole. I'm not really a police. What was Rose again? Correctional officer. Like,
yeah,
you know, everybody has one of those backstories. Like, what were you doing before you were the person?
Yeah,
yeah, but he was
Kodak,
around.
dog?
He was around music, right? I mean,
Nickelodeon, bro.
He was a kid. Look,
but he says it in the video. I know how to act.
There you go.
So do you think he's acting right now? Is this the real you, or you created a character?
And that in the mix with the drugs. Like,
I mean, he does have like I believe it's a pendant of himself, like with AK-47s in his hand. So maybe it is the character.
Were you gonna go on Nickelodeon with that stuff?
Nah, but that was before.
Before what?
Before
you were a nerd.
He evolved into who he is today.
Before when you were a nerd?
If you want to call him a nerd, I mean,
I don't know.
Those guys cross the border when they're ready, right? Nah, I just feel like he was still young. No, he was young. Right?
You back down.
Yo,
it's like you reminded him they could cross the border. Like, whoa.
Hear what? The last time, from what I understand, Kodak messed with a Canadian rapper.
And what happened?
What happened? I'm just saying. I'm just
the story. I didn't know about this.
I'm not talking hood politics like that here, bro. That man, they will come for me, bro. I'm not on that type of time no more, yo.
But yeah, he was a kid. Let's leave it. Let's go back there. He's a kid. I mean,
what if that was just his move?
What?
He's got to get into the industry
Well,
somehow. He's got to make his money. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
with
well,
what
they
it
say
was.
he was in a group at that point, and I guess his
Yeah,
management was pushing him that way. Try everything to get your name out there.
Is that just a product of his environment at that case?
I believe so. I believe so. Then you become
What part? What he became now, or what he's doing now?
I think what he became now.
What if it's just to sell?
It could be that too. You could be right with that.
And I know I was joking when I said the drugs thing. Like, I think that's a real thing too. And I don't even know if he takes drugs. I'm just throwing it out there. That's another thing too. It changes your whole perception of who you think you are immediately.
That's true.
Then maybe you just become around it later.
I mean, it's when we first seen him come out as a rapper, right? He had his wicks. He had that whole Florida style, like the gold teeth, the whole 9 yards. We seen him evolve to cutting it, to going into court, this and that. But he broke into the scene early, you can say, right?
I don't even get how it's a big deal anymore. Like, over and over and over again, we've seen all these rappers that are hard, and then the real deal comes along, or there's a videotape of this, or there's a confession of that, there's someone testifying for this, and it's just like, it's not in like it once was. It's not real. Like, it's up. You know what I mean? The gig is up. Like, what's... What? I don't even think it's important anymore. And I think that's why the younger crowd is like so into proving how real it is, to the point where like Facebook Live while I do my shooting. Like,
but it could also be by his team put that out there to get him more streams. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a strategy.
I think it is a strategy.
That footage doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, I think it is a strategy, but I also feel like it's become real for the younger crowd now, where it's almost like even if they're not a part of it, they're getting involved with it to make it seem like 6ix9ine's a good example of that too. Like, where did that go south, right? Or left.
Buddy.
Because I watched this one clip on YouTube of this a YouTuber, and he had some words with another artist.
Yeah.
And this artist was pretty big. Can't remember his name right now, but
not big enough.
Pretty decent. I just honestly went blank with his name, but the guy was pumping gas in his car, and he's like, "Yo," one of his supporters came out of the gas station and was like, "Yo, you have a lot of words for such and such. Like, what's up?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whoa!" Like, this guy's movement is powerful. That
you better stay out of Florida.
You don't know this guy at all. Like, you just listen to his music, whatever the case may be, but you're riding for him because he had beef with another person.
It's like that.
That's crazy.
Someone's dissing another person's city. Like, you go on stage to perform in that city, all of a sudden the crowd's throwing bottles in. Like, it's a thing.
You're right. But I just found it crazy, man.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't think there's anything wrong with that video coming up, though. Like,
no,
who cares?
Not at all. Yeah. I think he'll live.
I think it's funny where he's like, I'm I'm so good looking, and then whoever in the background, the girl's like, nah, you ugly boy. And then flash forward, it's like, fuck, she manifested that. I'm joking, Kodak, I'm joking.
I mean, big up Kodak wherever he's at. Yo.
Confident dude.
I listen to his music.
Me too. I do
anybody
too.
Who wants a
catchy music.
If anybody wants a Kodak playlist, I probably got one of those for you too. But yeah, it's about that time, yo. Gotta fly that last kite. If you don't know, it's 420. But that's SB the Student. Before we go, big up your thing again, though.
FirstKingClothing.com. That's the website. One STKNG Clothing 84 and all other social media platforms.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Yes.
Sorry, just throw it up because it's perfect timing, right?
Yeah.
Remember where I was bringing that up where it's like, yo, people should soup up crutches. And they should make like a fashion. Yo.
Yeah.
You know what? That is a good idea.
It's a great idea. That's all I do.
I'm going to slap a sticker on there for him, yo. We can find a couple of
royalties. Just give me some royalties. I'm good with it.
Sounds good, man.
Behind the scenes, we got Knots. Find them on the Instagram. Find them on the internet. Big up Face. He ain't here today, but that was another episode of Speak Your Perspective.